Have work distract you. So this past weekend and this past week, I watched the Lawrence Phillips documentary. If you don't know who that is, he is a former NFL running back, former running back for the University of Nebraska. And why that ties into the title of this video is that I watched this documentary like 4 to 5 times. And why this is important is that Lawrence Phillips had a very bad upbringing, and football was his distraction. That was the work that allowed him to live an amazing life. And that's exactly what I'm pointing out to you in this video. Because he grew up not good circumstances, and those things got him into trouble and got him into things he shouldn't have been doing. And what football allowed him to do was to put his talent on display and make money off those talents. That was his work. That was his career. Like, he was a millionaire at 21. He signed with the Rams. And this is very, very important for you that you can get yourself distracted with work, distracted with a career, distracted with something that's gonna influence your life in the right direction. Because if your life is not going in the right direction, chances are you don't love your work enough, and you need to switch careers to something you actually love to do, so that way your work can distract you in the right way. You don't want it to be distracting you in the wrong way. You want it to be distracting you in the right way. I talked about this before, and maybe a couple of videos ago, how you should be fully engaged in your work. And if you're not fully engaged in your work and you're focused on something else, you're focused on a girl, you're focused on partying, you're focused on weed, if you're not focused 100% on the work you're doing, then number one, people are going to beat you because they're just more concentrated on their work than you. And number two, it's probably a good idea that you switch careers, because it's not something that you need to be doing. That's not something you need to be focused. If your mind is somewhere else, that's where you should be. If your mind is thinking about something else rather than what it should be focusing on, it's a good chance that whatever your mind's focusing on instead of what you are doing at the moment in time is what you should be doing with your life. And this is meaning, because your thoughts are very important. I mean, we think a lot of thoughts every single day, so it's so important that you're actually thinking the right things every day. And this is why I'm so adamant about meditating every day, about reading 10 pages minimum every single day, and by training your mind and training your body so that way you can think the right things every day. Because you're not going to be thinking the right things every day if you're consuming garbage, whether that's food, whether that's garbage music, whether that's garbage, whatever. You're putting garbage in your mind or putting garbage in your body, then you're going to get garbage out. But that's why you need to put in good things in your mind and good things in your body every single day, so that way you can develop into the person you want to be. So going back to this, work distracting you. You want work to distract you in a good way, not a bad way. You want work to distract you in a good way, because this is what is known as the flow state. As athletes get into this when they're accelerating in their career, they're in a flow state. So they're moving and they're doing things and they're flowing. And this is the state you need to be in, and this is how you need to be when you're working. Because if you lose track of time, that's a very, very good thing, because that means you enjoy what you're doing, you love it. But if you're always looking at the time, you're waiting for work to end, you hate what you're doing, like you just hate it. Like I said, you need to switch careers, you need to switch what you're doing. Do whatever your thoughts are telling you to do. Because you should be like this. Like work should flow like naturally. You shouldn't have to look at the clock all the time. Excuse me. I'm not going to cut that out. Work should distract you in a good way. And you shouldn't have to look at the clock because you're constantly wanting to be somewhere else at some place. Life is a creation. We can create our own lives. We can create what we actually want for our lives. So if you're doing something you don't want to do, you can change that. You can change your thoughts. You can change your actions. So this is what you need to do. Instead of complaining and instead of being negative, change what you're doing and change the path here. Don't be complacent and don't do that. Be somewhere you want to be, like have passion in life. It's so important you have passion in life. If you have passion in life, you're going to enjoy life more. And it's important that you just develop a skill set, develop some type of work that distracts you in the right way. And this is what exactly you need to do. That's the video I have for you. If you like this video, like the video, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next one.